Hey everybody, Tag Life Done Free. Hey, I thought I would run you guys through our air conditioning system real quick. Today, the guys were out and we're working on putting in the lines and the system for pod number 4. And so I've had a few requests about, hey, how do you do air conditioning with living off grid? So if you're interested in how we air condition an off grid home, come on, check it out. So here's the Mitsubishi mini split that we're actually installing. This is the base unit. You can see it's not installed yet. It's just kind of sitting there. We're working on it though. And so from here we got to run some coolant lines. And so we're going to run them up the wall there, up into the top of pod number 4. I will be able to remove it and install siding on the back side. So here is the trench that it will go through. Again, it'll go up the wall, and then this will give B some air conditioning into the processing kitchen. Let's check out what we got going on inside. Oh, here's one of the head units. This will be the head unit for the bedroom. This is why this drywall is in, and because I needed to get it in so we could get that hung. So that will take care of that. Remember, we got a base unit. We're going to have 3 head units, one there in the bedroom, one in the processing kitchen. Oh my goodness, is it hot up here. And then that head unit will do this top room if we want to air condition it. And there's a lot of really cool things that I like about the mini split systems beyond just the energy efficiency. You can see you got to run a drain for it. So this is for condensation, and it will turn out this wall and run down. So we're going to leave the bedroom here. See, there's my wishing tree. And we're going to come over here and got some rails done, which was nice. Man, there's just so much to do. You know, building your own house is coming into the processing kitchen. Again, this will give B some climate control inside there. So this will be the third and final head to that one base unit. I have 3 base units and 9 heads. I'll blow through them real quick. Here's another one on my back deck that controls the living room and 2 bedrooms. Again, it just runs up. This is the one thing that's bad about them, is you got stuff that is exposed on the outside, but I think it's worth it. There's a 3,000 gallon rainwater tank. Then we'll head to the back here. This is another unit back behind the water tank that feeds the greenhouse, and that one feeds the kitchen and 2 other bedrooms. There's the one in the head unit inside the kitchen. All right. Feeds that. There's one in one of the bedrooms. There's one in another bedroom. And there's one in another bedroom. And then from there we'll go up, and that's the one in my office that I film all these videos for. One thing I love about it, you get a thermostat for each room, so you can control the climate in every single room. Here's the Mitsubishi Electric website, and just kind of thought I'd run through it with you guys real quick. So first it talks about what is a heat pump, and so basically heat pump is the energy efficient cooling and heating system that's installed outside your home and connected to indoor mini split system. It cycles hot and cold air where you want it, depending upon the season. What that means is it will heat and cool. This is our primary cooling system, although it's only a backup heating system because we use primarily wood. And then we also have propane if we really need it. We have not turned any of those systems on in the winter because the wood seems to do just fine. A couple things about them that I really, really like. The first thing is they're efficient. Because I can control the climate in each individual room, you know, as you know, I have a bunch of rooms. Most of them are turned off all the time, and I'm only running the air in the rooms that I need them in. And then also I can set the temperature differently. So like I can set, you know, one room at 70 and I can set one room at 80 to allow it to be a little more efficient, you know, giving you a lot smaller carbon footprint. The thing about them is, though, that you need to know is you cannot run the heater and the air conditioner at the same time on the same base unit. So if you guys recall, I have 3 base units, so I could use one of them on heat and one of them on air, but I can't use heat and air on the same base unit at the exact same time. As seen from the video, this is exactly what I have that's sitting out there, and then it connects to as many as 8 heads. I have 3 heads per base unit because I try to overbuild it so they don't work so hard. So I have 3 head units per base unit. Okay. You can see up here they make them that you can actually put in the wall or in the ceiling if you don't want them hanging on there. But so a mini split, basically how it works is it consists of an outdoor condensing unit and two refrigerant lines, as you see right here, and then depending upon how they push those refrigerant lines dictates heat and cold. These are the ones that I have here, which is ductless, but they also make ducted solutions for it. But again, I really like these because they're, you know, super energy efficient. Now, I'll tell you guys, I did my whole house with these. Typically, you know, running just a normal life, which have got a couple rooms that we're air conditioning on any given day. You know, I'm running about 900 watts of power out of my solar system, which is absolutely doable for the size my system is. I could turn all of the units on, and we did this one day, and every single room had all of them, and I was still under 2,000 watts of power running at that given time. So they're pretty energy efficient, especially if you want to live off-grid. So guys, just to kind of review, let's talk about the positives and the negatives. So the positives of the mini split is they're super energy efficient. Well, the Mitsubishi ones, and I did a ton of research on the best ones and energy efficient and all of this. So the positive is they're super energy efficient. You know, I really like how there is a thermostat in each individual room, so I can control the temperature in each individual room versus a traditional system where you have, you know, one thermostat on the wall and it's controlling the entire house, but you're basing it upon the temperature at the thermostat, so they're not really all that accurate. So I love the individual thermostats. I love that it's energy efficient. What I don't like is they hang on the wall. You see them. I don't like that the you know, housings that run the coolant lines are run outside. But the cool news is you can put it in an old house that has no ducts at all, and they can run the air conditioning. You just have to deal with those exposed line covers that are on the outside. I deal with it because, well, I think it's worth it for that. Remember that you can't run both heat and air out of the same base unit at the exact same time. So if you only have one base unit, for example, and 8 heads, which is your maximum allotted level to a base unit, you're only running one at a time. You can't run both. Now, in my particular case, I have 3 base units and 9 head units. So I can run, you know, this base unit in air and this base unit in heat. I don't know why I would ever need to do that, but you know, you certainly can. Let's talk about money. So they are expensive. They're not that much more than a regular conditioner. I put in all 3 base units, all 9 head units, and I didn't do the work myself. I paid a contractor to come in and do it, and I did that because just the equipment and the tools that they need to pressure test the system and all that, I don't own a lot of that stuff, so I just let them do it. But anyway, I paid $22,465 for 3 base units, 9 head units, all the installation, all the hardware, everything all the way done. Now this, I paid this probably a year ago, and we're just now getting to pod 4, so they're installing it, and I had prepaid my labor for that, and so they're here to do it. So I don't know what it cost, you know, today. Another little note that I'll tell you is that they told me that I was pretty lucky that I went ahead and bought all that stuff because they were getting really, really hard to get. So it also could be a case of, you know, supply chain and that. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. You know, I really like the system, and again, it don't matter where you live. You can put it in an existing home, a new home. Again, they're super energy efficient if you're trying to live off grid and produce your own power. And so, again, hope you enjoyed it. Like I always tell you guys, you know, go try to live a little bit freer than you did yesterday. You know, the air conditioning does that to me. You know, I'm not paying a bill, and I don't have nobody bringing me AC. I don't have any of that. I'm doing it for myself. But anyway, hold the line. Don't give an inch. Tag out. See you guys.